All right, guys. So I just got off of a coaching call with one of my clients, and I wanted to share this with you because I think this is something that you might also struggle with when you gain weight unexpectedly, or maybe not unexpectedly, but you do something that you really want to do and you gain weight, but it's what I like to call fake weight. So I'll talk a little bit more. I want to bring you into my computer and take you through a scenario that just happened for one of my clients and explain to you why it's important to do certain things so that you can realize certain things, so you can identify certain things, so you can know what I'm talking about when I say fake weight. So, and just to be clear, the weight is on your body. It's real weight, but it's not real weight. It's fake weight. So come on in, take a look at what I'm talking about. So my client from last Monday, okay, March 3rd, was at 200 pounds. Today is the 10th. He is at 197.3 pounds. Now, he told me that he had a daughter daddy date on the 7th, which was this past Friday, and they went out and ate ice cream. Now, he's big on numbers, so he weighs himself every day, but he understands how to isolate the numbers and the results, and he understands how to decipher them, and he understands how to put them in their place and what they mean. So he was 100. If you look on the 7th, he was 197.9 pounds on the 7th at 21.7% body fat. Now, that was the day he ate the ice cream. Now, this client is very strict with what he does. He's been with me now for probably about, I want to say maybe 4 months, and he's been getting absolutely amazing results. Every week he's loses anywhere between a pound to 3 pounds every single week. He does literally everything I tell him to do plus some. But if we look from Friday to Saturday, his weight went from 197.9 to 199.7 in one day. Now, here's what I mean when I say fake weight. Because if you look, his body fat was 21.41%. Now, the day before, his body fat was 21.7%. So even though his weight was up about 2 pounds, his body fat is down a little bit. Now, here's the thing. You're not going to gain 2 pounds of fat in one day. But the reason why I'm calling it fake weight is because if you eat a diet that's higher in sugar and carbohydrates, you got to remember that for every gram of sugar or carbs that you eat, and let's just call it carbs because that's what sugar turns into, carbs. Any gram or sugar is carbs, but I think you know what I mean. So for every gram of carbs that you take in, your body also takes in about 3 grams of water with it. So if you eat outside of your diet and it's high in sugar, you can expect that you will gain some weight. Now, he even said that he stayed within his macros for that day, but even staying within his macros, he still put on 2 pounds. Now, the average person not really understanding how to decipher these numbers would freak themselves out because they saw that they gained 2 pounds and they'd be like, oh, I can never do that again. I can never eat ice cream because I just gained 2 pounds and I've ruined my whole week. But him understanding by looking at these numbers that the body fat actually went down, which means that he didn't gain 2 pounds of fat over that 24-hour period, or less than 24 hours, because this happened the night before and he weighs himself in the morning. So he was able to stay level-headed and understanding that all I simply got to do is go back to my normal routine on Saturday and look at his result on Sunday. On Sunday, his weight was lower than it was on Friday before he ate the ice cream at 197 pounds. And not only that, but his body fat was also lower at 21.33 pounds. So his body fat was the lowest it was on Sunday, and so was his weight. Why was that? Because he went right back to normal. Now, again, you're not going to lose 2 pounds of fat that fast, but you will lose 2 pounds of water that fast when you go back to doing your normal thing. So, this is why I think it's so important to have a body fat scale. I'm not going to argue on how accurate these scales are. However, they are the most accurate tool that us as general consumers have access to. So if you don't have a body fat scale, definitely get one. They're not that expensive. And who am I to tell you they're not that expensive? I don't know your financial situation, but they're worth it. It's worth it to have it so you can understand, so you can look at these numbers. He knew he didn't ruin everything, but because he knew his body fat was actually lower the day after, the morning after he ate the ice cream. So he knew it was all water weight, which means that if you just go back to doing your normal thing, you can see even better results the next day. And this is exactly what he saw. So let me know down below in the comments what you think about this. Has this ever been your situation? Have you ever had the opposite situation where you actually gained the weight and didn't understand it and got yourself completely upset and threw in the towel and said you'll never do that again? Because with this and understanding this, you no longer have to do that. So if you need help on your fitness journey, I want you to click the first link below in the description, fill out the form, and the two of us will figure out what we need to do to get you from where you're at to where you want to be.